drink water. Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's the
Chinos.
If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. If you're an old subscriber and you're returning big, Dave Sha, Wadi. Thank you for making the family grow. Thank you for being here with us, Dave Sha.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
What's happening?
Anyway, today we're gonna tell you about our wedding. It's a wedding story time. We realized.
God have mercy upon us.
I see vlog story time.
Wedding story time.
We realized it's only fair for you guys to just, get out of the Rora into a wedding and then totanga nakita. Anyway, so I think takagumira kuti taiudza vanhu kuti next vlog redu, next story time yedu inenge iri wedding story time. Babe, when did we wed?
29 October.
When?
2021.
Ijo! So our wedding was on the 29th. Our wedding was on the 29th of October in 2021. We didn't really space our wedding and our Aurora. It was just a month and 4 days apart because our dad wanted to travel. So if he had traveled before we got married, it meant that he was not going to be there.
Come back.
He was not going to be there.
Yeah, come back for
He was not going to be there.
For like a year.
Yeah, so we decided to have our wedding then. So we had a court wedding and it cost us 5,000 bonds. At that time, at that time it was equivalent to $1, I'm sure.
$1 United States dollars
Yes.
to get married.
So it really doesn't cost. We spent $1 for our wedding, for our ceremony, and then our wedding cost, I think, about 1,200. Because, like, if you've noticed, we were saying funds were really tight, and we were really trying to stick to a budget. So, yeah. Before we go any further, we just want to say thank you to Rimlight, Bridal Innovations, In Total Band, MC Nati, who else? Caroline Munemo for the nice cocktails, my sister Lynn Leona Kaseke, my brother-in-law Zebulin Chinoriri, Joseph Chinoriri, my mom Elizabeth Ankoma. Anyway, everyone, my mom Dorothy, like everyone. Just call her by her name. Anyway, why we are doing this is because all these people were hands-on to the progress of our wedding.
Yeah.
They were even more tired than the bride and the groom.
This was under COVID, guys.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, all done under COVID. So I will speak about the days leading to our wedding. Then we talk about our wedding. My little sister assisted us to book for the court wedding. And she found a date for the 29th. We really appreciate her help, Nyari, wherever you are. You're loved and you're appreciated. I told my mom, Kuti, I'm thinking of having a wedding at TK a month, and it was a month into our Aurora, and it was short notice for everyone, but it had to happen because
they actually thought we were pregnant.
Yeah,
she was pregnant.
Yeah, everyone thought I was pregnant, and I feel like it was for the better that we started staying together earlier, because we would have saved 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 for a wedding.
Yeah.
and then totambura umberi, but we only used 1K. 1,250.
1,250.
If I'm not mistaken.
And $1.
And $1. Right. So yeah, mamongo got no, go ahead, but you know, pachishona murufana utanga mavisa hembe zedu etc. That was not a big deal. I spoke to my husband, and in 2 days, marianke awuya hembe. To the extent you nanas ndofunga kuti vakomana vakaenda nechange after all tichingoti zvinhu zvazvakaoma.
Anyway, my side of the story. So after the Rora celebration, Dad invited everyone for a family meeting, and he was like, I've been called on urgent business in Ghana, I need to go. So I might not be back for like a year. So you guys need to make your wedding a bit earlier than expected. Then I asked how early. I was like, he's living in November, so we need to do it in October. Because for cultural reasons, Zimbabweans do not wed in November. They say it's taboo. So we opted for the 29th of October. Then we looked for a venue. Looking for a venue was a process in itself. Everyone was looking for a venue.
But it was not really a process because we had shut down the previous venue. Yeah. So it was just a matter of talking to that lady. Oh yeah, Bamini really helped to put in a word for us. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it was a process because the person who put in a word was my younger brother to say, no, this is my bigger brother, we need to venue, what. We got the venue by Butterfly Gardens. Yeah, you know what?
So yeah, I went into town with my parents. We bought my suit, we bought the hembe, you know, maskana ni mkomana wakafara, and we started the wedding preps. And I remember my mom vouched to do some of the things, and TK's mom also vouched to do quite a lot of things. And mskana kamsaka not anga in excitement. Mskana muna engage one November last year. Saka gown ranga toripo. I just had to shrink a bit. So we went refit into the gown, found kuti ruku match, and then yeah, for me basically that was it. And because of our fans, we agreed we're not having bridesmaids. So from my side, my sister was my best girl. She signed the wedding the paper at the court. His brother on the other end was the best man. He signed the paper, and after that,
for our friends,
funds, marry.
Funds.
It was not fair for us to say, you guys, can you come and be our bridesmaids? Like just under a month. People were not like, we knew right? So
I didn't ask to my best friend. Best friend I'm even running now.
Okay, that's alright, baby. I'm now your friend.
Best friend I'm gonna get to South Africa.
I'm now your friend.
Daddy, my enemies.
My sister akangonosuneso dress in town. My brother-in-law akangonopfeka suit yake, you know. Then we met ku court. Then they signed. Days leading to the wedding, I think me and TK had a few disagreements. At mkomana ita ukampa mari kunobhadhara venue, kana kuti ukampa mari kunobhadhara something, mkomana itra mari oenda unobhamba kubusiness anenge ada uspina.
Yeah, to risk.
Mkomana akasvika 2 days before wedding asina sutu. Things were just tight. But by the grace of the God, hey,
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
But by the grace of the Lord, everything worked out for our good. We got married. We woke up on the 29th in the morning. I had my makeup done by Bridget Mawarire. and he had his hair done by Flex, 100 Flex.
Flex. Ish.
Yes. Yeah, he's really good.
He's mad.
He's good.
Yeah.
So we went to court in the morning. We signed. And then after that, we went home. We chilled. We actually had Sadzani, I'm sure. Yeah, we chilled.
The celebration was in the evening.
Exactly. We chilled, and then at 6 we drove. Me and Tiki were late for our celebrations. There was traffic along Chiremba Road.
Yeah.
We drove and went to our venue. I wore my gown in the venue, and then we did our celebrations for about an hour and a half. And
2 hours. At also just 3 hours time close.
Tashkama 7, Takasubana 9. You know, we had people doing my speech and everything. It was a very beautiful moment. Oh yes, we had in total band. I think we mentioned that.
It was crazy. Oh well, I think I got my suit the day before. Yeah.
Was Angaspinamar.
Rounds. So the day before I got everything, my youngsters were all involved in it, you know. We got to the venue. Then we were outside. The venue actually became too small because this was under COVID and we had restricted the numbers intentionally, and still people showed up, you know, black people. I get there, we wait outside. I told the DJ to play the song that I want. He played his own song. Yes, he played his own song. I don't know.
Makana Kajesu.
And I'll play a hake guys. I don't know how to find out from Papa.
What you done this pan?
It was too late. I mean, I play a
I've died every day waiting for you, darling. And then for me, I walked down with my favorite. Anyway,
ndatosvika vai ndokufamba ndokona makazara vanhu omba atoneka fever kuti zvakutoitika kaizvi fake zvakutoitika kaizvi ye I get the ndandaombera ndandaombera natezva maoko ndongaingoti kamusaladaga I was crowd as hell, bro. It was crazy. So I get there, I open, and they told me to stand.
Yeah, it felt magical. So I think basically we don't have much on our wedding, but I think we've got lessons that we got from our wedding.
They're a little bit tense, but I was talking.
Yeah, we entertained our own crowd that nakumirira kuti vanhu vatifadzi pamuchato wedu muchato waSylvia naTakunda. Yeah, tinakumirira kuti vanhu vatifadzi. We really made the most of the time that we had. So I think from our wedding, I have things that I learned. He's gonna share his. I learned that you should bloom where you're planted. Had we deceived ourselves to tell ourselves that this is for future brides and grooms, don't deceive yourself, bloom where you're planted. If we had deceived ourselves to say we can afford $10,000 wedding, we would still be paying debt by now. But we really tried to bloom where we were planted and kept it like that. This goes out to the grooms. When you are given money or when you guys start planning for a wedding, whatever, be accountable to each other. Whatever monies that you decide channel it to that or to your wedding. Because the moment you say Marie mchato yakenda kwa kati, you create kamwe kakusanzwisana kasiri necessary, and some of the hate will even go into your marriage, and sometimes you start on a bad note. Lesson number 3 that I learned is that family is very important. I know Kuti, sometimes it's not every family, we run and everything, but if you have the chance, if you can, and if you're still together, just make it up with your family, because if it had not been for our families, honestly, we wouldn't have done it too. I remember 3 days before the wedding, my sister went to the venue. She found something that was very terrible to fathom down. But she kept her cool, and the fact that she was my sister, she stood by us, So family is very important, because we still, apart from us having friends and everything, family will still be there.
Something like Van Diesel, family.
Family. Do you have?
You exhausted all the points. What do you want me to say? Well, they do dig. That's my advice. Look how power the sheets are much. They do dig. Don't worry, it will work out.
It will work out. And also, don't forget to pray. Towards your wedding, have that community that will support you.
Prayer.
Have that backbone that will support you. And the other lesson is draw contracts with service providers, agree on things, agree on deposits, have those contracts to hand. They're important. Also, learn to communicate with your service providers. My service providers, I also want to, this is for our brides, Kuti. I know you've seen wedding inspirations and everything else. If you cannot afford it, then just don't go for it. Yes. And the other thing to the brides, the other things to the brides is, and the grooms actually, there is someone out there whose name has not just blown out, but is as good as someone whose name has blown out. What am I trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, kuna service provider, we're 45,000 photo shoot. But service provider, quality yake yakangofanana newe $40. Don't go for the names. Look for someone, look at their work, look at what they've done, and go for their expertise.
Well, that advice is good, but it also applies to people who are in a certain situation like we were in. Okay. So you can't tell that week long money is just change. So if you were in our situation where things are not really balancing, you can apply what we're trying to sell to you. But if you're in a more privileged position, go for aim for the sky. Situations differ. But for those who are in our situation, don't be weary. Things change. Look at us. We're now even in our own. We're now in our own home. Yeah. It's crazy how life can be.
Yeah.
Just put your trust in God, and everything else will do there. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. Hallelujah.
True. Anyway, guys, as we round up our video, I just want to ask this guy a few questions.
Which question?
And I'm sure he'll also ask me a few if he has. TK, the same feeling you had on your wedding day, is it the same feeling Tarisa Kamera or such one.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it the same feeling you still have towards me?
Feeling.
So why is got my butterflies? Is it farm? Where I'm thinking farm. Oh, Tarisa one.
Wait,
One Tarisa TK.
Feelings fade. But what has not changed is my commitment. What am I saying? You want to know what I'm saying? Should I tell you what I'm saying? I'll tell you why.
So the feeling you're going now towards me, tichitanga kusangana tichichata. I see yakafeda.
No.
Yakafeda then primary.
It's Gaterera. Because love is not a feeling, but it's a commitment. That's why you've got people who break up a lot because they think love is a feeling. Feelings fade. I can wake up. I'm sure there are days you woke up besides and say, I hate this guy. Why didn't you go? You see, so feelings, to be truthful, feelings fade. Whoa. But love, a commitment that does not change. Commitment to love, that one has not changed. And what that does, it keeps you trying, you know, to get the best out of your partner. But not to say the goosebumps, oh, no, those ones are gone.
Okay.
It's the commitment to better
Those ones are
Wait.
gone. What did she charge?
But what has not changed is the commitment
Okay.
to keep the love burning.
If you were asked today what you feel you want or wanted to change about your wedding, what would that be?
I want more money. The $2 million. I want it. The money, but we needed money. Even in the Bible,
Yeah, we
money,
really needed money.
Money answered all things. If we're maybe better equipped financially, maybe the venue would have been different. Even the service providers
Would have been different.
may have been different, you know.
Even the dress would have been different.
Not that you guys didn't do a good job, but I'm just saying the money answered all things.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I think in every service provision, there is everything made for everyone. Anoda gown rekwa Vicky James anoend. Anoda repa down street in town anokwanisa. But before we close, also I would also want to stress on the importance of marriage counseling. We had premarital counseling with our pastor. He really helped us in, changing our view on certain things. We are not yet perfect, but one thing I can tell you is
we're not where we used to be.
We are not where you used to be. He really taught me a lot on character development.
God, thank you. Thank you, Reverend Sebastian Mobika. Thank you very much.
Yes, our Reverend Sebastian Mobika. He really, when I look at him and his wife, I see an example of a wife that I want to be.
And the man I want to be. Yo.
And sometimes when I'm not calm, I see him speaking to us in calmness and us still receiving the message.
No.
So exactly. So I think in as much as you guys might gel and everything, it's really important for you guys to go for marriage counseling and get guidance and make those people your mentors if you can. Yeah.
That was a powerful message.
Anyway, guys, thank you for being here for our short and sweet.
Please follow our TikTok account.
It's the.chinos.zw. Our Facebook account, the Chinos. And thank you for being here.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Do not forget to put the notification bell on. We love you from the Chinos.
Bang,
Bye.
bang, bang, bang.
Bang.
What a gift out. Gift out.